As the third round of NAFTA negotiations winds down in Ottawa, U.S. ag groups remain divided over the country of origin labeling, something that some will hope will make it into the revised agreement. RFD-TV's Sarah Mock has more from the nation's capital.
Labels telling where something was grown or manufactured are already required for most goods in U.S. stores. And for some, country of origin labeling for meat is a natural next step.
Think about that. What consumer, what parent would tell you they don't care what country the food came from that they're about to serve their children?
The 2008 Farm Bill required country of origin labeling, or COOL, for meat products sold in the U.S. But the WTO ruled this practice discriminatory, and Congress repealed this requirement in 2015. But in recent months, consumer and small farm advocates have called for them again.
Something like 90% of consumers would like to know where their meat comes from. And in many countries, in Europe, they have country of origin labeling for meat, so it's not an uncommon thing. But I think there's been resistance, in part because our meat and feed industry is so integrated. There's been resistance about what the cost of documentation might be. Many of the family farm groups we work with, this was, the meat industry has become so concentrated in the United States. We have something like, 4 firms control 80% of beef processing. So people are looking to find ways to create wedges, get consumers more information, find ways to make contracts more fair, and this is one of several things they're trying to do.
The U.S. livestock industry is pushing back hard against COOL, concerned about retaliations from trade partners.
COOL was already litigated. We lost the case in the WTO. We were staring down the barrel of a gun of almost $1 billion of retaliatory tariffs, not only for pork and pork products, but for everything that we ship to or export to both Canada and Mexico. So if it's an America first, this isn't going to help because everybody would fear that retaliation and get hit.
Critics of country of origin labeling say the requirements don't lead to improved consumer safety, and that the main outcome of the program is added cost for livestock producers. They're calling on trade representatives to leave COOL out of NAFTA renegotiations. For RFD-TV, I'm Sarah Mock in Washington.
Current USDA rules already require meat processed outside the U.S. to be labeled as such, though animals that were born and raised outside the U.S. but slaughtered here do not require labeling under current rules.